Hello, I'm Zhao, bringing lifetime of thrills as you travel around the world. And this time, we're in Antarctica. We start our trip in Buenos Aires. It's 3:50 in the morning, and I am having my breakfast before my flight. Fly to the most southern tip of Argentina, Ushuaia. And the wind is getting really strong. And behind me is the Natson, which is the ship that I will be taking to Antarctica. Board our ship to face one of the roughest seas in the world, the Drake Passage. Then finally, we arrive at the South Shetland Island and the Antarctic Peninsula. Preserved for peace and science, this ice-crowned continent awards us with inspiration, adventure and perspective. There's nothing quite like seeing ice shimmering and reflecting sunlight. Wildlife roams freely, with penguins, seals and seabirds, unafraid of human visitors. Sea ice groans and cackles, and icebergs crashes off vast blue glaciers into the ocean, while whales breach beside our ship. This is the end of the earth as we know it. This is a trip of a lifetime. The ship that took us to Antarctica was called MS Minato, which means the Midnight Sun. It is a Norwegian ship which can hold up to 1,000 passengers. On our voyage to Antarctica, there were 490 passengers on board due to IATA's rules that any ship to land on Antarctica can hold no more than 500 passengers. I have been given a coat and a water bottle. This is so big that I can wear it for years. And behind me is what the ship looks like on the outside. And this is deck 9, where there's a panorama lounge and you can go outside. It's at the top level, so you've got jacuzzi, you've got a shower. I know it's crazy because it's so cold. This is deck 8 and it has some live performances and a bar. There's science tunnel where they put lots of little things they can look through these telescopes. These are the books. This is our room. It's got one bunk underneath, one bunk up here, and one bunk on the side. And we've got a porthole facing onto the right-hand side of the boat. Deck 6, and it's got a balcony that goes the whole way around, and this is where the lifeboats are. So over there on the right hand side is the Pampas Grill, and also we have the main restaurant. Now we might be able to see here now. This is the amphitheater where most of the lectures are taken. And then really that floor down there is just the reception. From deck 4, you can walk down to deck 3, which is also called the tender pit. This is where you can go for cruisings or landings. The Drake Passage is where the Pacific meets the Atlantic. It is known for its rough seas, and people say this is the price that you have to pay to go to Antarctica. And if you're lucky, you'll get to see the Drake Lake. But if you're unlucky, then you'll have to face the bumpy Drake Shake. It is Saturday the 22nd of December 2018, and it is our first day aboard MS Nansen, and today we are at sea. The weather conditions are sort of bumpy as we're going along the Beagle Channel last night, and there were some bumps. Then we come to the Drake Passage, towards which will be quite rough. So we have to be careful. And the captain says that the doors can swing really badly. So we have to do all our cupboards and stuff. We need to secure them really carefully. And all the water bottles, we need to put them in the bag because they'll go rolling all over the floor. During our voyage through the Drake Passage, I found that it was hard to walk in a straight line, and there were lots of handrails around so that we could walk safely. Also, I found that there were lots of sick bags because people, including me, got seasick. But luckily, I was okay for most of the voyage.
Midnight, or were you all asleep? Midnight, yeah. I went to bed about 12:30, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, I better go to bed right now or it's going to knock me off my feet. So we went to bed.
The minimum age to land in Antarctica is 8. There is a Young Explorers program for children 8 to 17. We had the chance to go down to the tender pit before anyone else.
Whole operation here, we start, we have already 15 boats after guarding. We open the door, we have a winch here, we lift the boat up, and put them outside.
We also had a lot of work to do before landing in Antarctica. We need to vacuum these because they may be poisonous for the animals in the house. We need to vacuum the cows and the cabin. "46 hours after we departed, I woke up with a glimpse of Antarctica, the Shetland Islands.
On our back port side we have Nelson Island, and on our starboard side we have Robert Island. Wind at the moment now, it's a little bit fresh here in the strait, 15 to 20 meters per second from northwest. That is about 30 to 35 knots. Sea state is very good, 2 to 3 meters, and it would come less. Temperature outside is 4 degrees Celsius, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Air pressure is 978 hectopascal. We had a rather nice Drake Passage. The Christmas tree in my office was standing upright the whole trip down here. Did not fall over as anticipated.
I've just had my lunch now, dashed out without any coat, and behind me is around where Half Moon Island is, and the anchor has dropped because we are ahead of schedule and there's a boat before us. site was Half Moon Island. We were split into 15 boat groups. This is because no more than 100 passengers can land at one landing area at one time. While the crew were preparing, we were also doing our own preparation. I have now taken all my clothes to test what should I wear. And this is what I need to do. 5 minutes outside to see if this is cold or it's good. And this is test number 1. Let's hope it goes well, or I will have to get changed again. I'm now ready to leave for the snowshoe walk, and I put this on, and I've got 3 layers here on my top and 2 layers under here, and then I need to add this waterproof jacket and a light.